Hello everyone, hope you all are doing good. Today I'm going to discuss about HRSD, accessing HR. Okay, so in this we are managing HR. Okay, in this we are going to discuss about how the roles can be assigned to the HR people. What are the groups we are using? What kind of different or what are the groups? Okay, we are using. What are the skills? What are the profiles? Okay, HR profiles. How HR profiles are getting created? Okay, so how roles, groups, skills, profiles are interlinked. So this is the basic steps, okay, before we start into actual HRSD configurations. But HR profiles, okay, is very important to access HRSD, okay. So let's see how to set up roles, groups, skills, and profiles, and how to link between roles, groups, skills, and profiles. Okay, let's. So log into your instance or customer instance. Okay. So here we are going to discuss about roles. Okay. Roles and groups now. Okay. So you know how roles are assigned to the users and how groups are assigned to the users. Okay. So the best practice is like we need to add roles to the groups. Okay. First we need to create groups. Okay. Create groups and then add roles to the group. Okay. And then add members to the group. Add members to the group. The reason because, for example, if a role called ABC is a role is assigned to 100 people. Okay, is assigned. You need to assign to 100 people, and okay, so it is like manually you need to assign. Okay, to 100 people, and if you want to remove 50 licenses, okay, 50 roles from 50 users, then you need to remove it manually. So instead of that, you can create a group and add members to the group and add a role. If you don't want if you want to remove for some users, you just remove it for few users. Okay, that's it. It is easy process, and it is the recommended method from the service now to use groups and roles. Okay, so yeah, for example, there is a group called okay, group one. Okay, is having ABC role one. Okay, role one. And group two. Okay, uh, group two is child group. Okay, child group of group one, and having having role two. Then the group members in the child group two. Okay, so if you see here, a user one is added. Okay, user one in the group one. Okay, user two is added in the group two. So what roles will have the user one? Okay, user one will have role one. Okay, and user two will have role one and role two. Okay, because the reason why role one is group two is a child group of group one, so it inherits the roles. Okay, it inherits the roles. So that's the reason user two is having the role one and role two. Okay, so that's main important. Now coming to our HRSD. Okay, let's remove this one. So what are our core HRSD roles? Okay, so there is called like a HR basic. Okay, HR basic role. So what does this role do? HR basic role. HR, the HR basic role, it's, they can submit the cases via case management, okay, and provide resolutions for general inquiries, okay, something like HR generalist, we call as HR generalist. Those people who are having HR role, we call as HR generalist. Okay, they can create, update, and resolve cases. Okay, whereas uh, whereas we have another called HR specialist role. Okay, HR specialist role. Okay, HR specialist role. So they have some benefits. Okay, so specialize in one or more HR discipline. For example, benefits area has a specialist in insurance administrations, leave, and vacation time. Okay, employee stock purchases. HR specialist also recruit, screen, interview, and place staff. But they also have HR basic role. Okay, so that's how we will define, okay, in the roles. Okay, so HR basic role can contain HR specialist also. Okay, but HR manager, okay, that is a HR manager role, is responsible for the entire HRSD program. And there is one more role called HR admin. Okay, so HR admin responsible for, technical support for the HRSD application. Okay, so HR admin is the technical support, and HR manager is the responsible for all these things. Okay, so in the previous section we told you, okay, without this HR admin role, they can't access the HR module, even if you have an admin role. Okay, even if you have an admin role, they can't access, okay, HRSD. So assigning users and roles to the group. Okay, so if you want to assign HR basic role, okay, if you want to assign the HR and add users to it, users, okay, add users, okay, and then add role to the group. Okay, add role to the group. Okay, so if user inherits from parent, then it will the all inherits group roles will be assigned. Okay, so like that we will create some groups and assign. So it is a best practice to assign roles to groups and users to those groups. Okay, so those groups, it is a best practice. A role may contains other roles. For example, HR basic is a basic role. Okay, HR manager, HR admin. In HR admin, okay, so HR admin can contain HR manager role. So it inherits. Okay, HR manager role can contain HR basic. Okay, so HR basic can contain HR case create, or so on, so like that. So that means if you have an HR admin, then you will have all the access to this one because it inherits all the roles. Okay, so if you have HR manager, if you will have all these roles. So if you have HR basic, so you will have all these roles. So this role is inherited by this one. Okay, so roles may contain other roles. So whenever you assign the HR admin, so you will get HR manager role automatically. Okay, so roles may contain other roles. So roles determine the usage. Roles determine the usage, like who are the non-HR employees, okay, who are the HR professionals. So you can distinguish between two employees. Okay, So non-HR employees or workers, like they can search knowledge, initiate a chart with HR, okay, submit HR request, complete assigned task, okay. So that depends on non-HR employees, okay, HR professional. So based on roles, you can decide which user should be a part of which group or all these things. Okay, so we will see some demo on this one. Okay, in a few minutes. Okay, so before that, we should know that the client roles. The client roles are automatically assigned by the system. For example, if you have some full-time, you are joined, okay, as a full-time workers or HR professional. So you should assign it automatically the role. It is not like that someone needs to assign or something. So these are we can define in the client roles. Okay. So so here you have a client role assignment. Okay. So this client role assignment is like for example, based on the condition, you can assign the roles to the user. Okay. So if the employee type is, if I open this one, and if I, let's wait to reload it. Click here. Yeah, let's click here. So if an employee is a new hire, okay, we can assign directly this role. Okay, so you have all these kind of roles like new hire, employee, contract, alumni, new hire, okay, HRSM, employee, contract, all these kinds. So these are the client roles. Okay, so these are the client roles. So based upon the condition, like when he will join, okay, or what depends upon the employment type or depends upon the contract type. So all these things we can assign this role. But whenever the user got this kind of employment type, or then automatically this triggers the role. Okay, this triggers the client role. Okay, so now let's see creating some HR employee a new group. Okay, a new group. Okay, so where HR groups can be managed. Okay, so HR groups. So you have a call in HR administration. There is a manage roles. So under manage roles, you have manage HR groups. So you see, there are some already groups. Okay, HR benefits, HR employee relations. Okay, tier one, tier two. So if you open this one, HR. So you see the group members, no group members, groups. Okay. So this is a parent group. Okay. HR is a parent group because parent is empty. Okay. If a parent is empty, then it is a parent group. And all these related groups, all child groups. So you have a skill. Okay. We'll talk skills in the few minutes. Okay. So you have role, so HR basic role. So this role automatically applies to all these groups because the parent group HR is having this role, and the child groups will have all these roles. Okay, so that's the reason. So for the tier one HR tier one, okay, so the parent is HR, so the roles is will be HR basic role. Okay, so you can see the difference. Okay, so if you assign some role to HR tier one, okay, then inherits it will be false. Okay, it inherits true means it is coming from the parent group. If I assign directly any role, okay, to this group, okay, like ACBT admin or something. Okay, let's save it. So for testing purpose. Okay, so you see this one HR. Okay, this is inherits. Okay, so it should be inherits. Okay, so maybe I have taken a wrong group. Okay, so let's um, catalog manager. Let's add catalog manager. So not sure why it is inherits true, but it should set to inherits false. Okay, it should set to inherit first because this is not inheriting from any other groups or anything. So this is HR is granted by HR and inherits to true. Okay, okay. So let's remove this role and save it. Create some. Let's create a new group. Okay, and it should be part of a HR and add some members to it. Okay, so let's create a new group. Okay, so new group. So as an admin, you should not do it. So it should be an HR admin. So let's impersonate with HR admin. Type HR. Manage HR groups. So if you want to create any group, so just click on new, or if you want to have a child group for any of this, just click on HR. Okay, if you want to create any group, you can click directly from here. Okay, new group. Okay, something like that. Maybe some HR employee vacation or something who manage vacations. Okay, HR. Okay, add some manager to it. Abraham Lincoln will be the manager. Okay, if you have any descriptions and group emails that you can add it, but this is like optional. Okay, so group email or anything. Okay, so what happens if I create a group under this one? So that employee vacations is having automatically a role. Okay, so it should get a role inherited by HR. Okay, so let's wait. Okay, maybe he's an HR admin, so that's the reason he is not able to see the related child groups. Okay, but if I and impersonation, mm, and go to HR groups, manage HR groups, employee vacations. HR employee vacation. So you see, this HR inherits true. Okay, so there is no child group, there is no group member. So you can add the group member now, like how many members you want to add, like a build tutor you want, Adele, Aline, okay, or someone, okay, you can add it. So all will get HR basic role. Okay, all will get an HR basic role. Okay, so that is in that way you can create some groups and some roles. Okay, already. Okay, so if I add this, if you see this one, Abraham Lincoln, the roles is not having anything. Okay, because he is manager to this group, but he is not having. So then what we need to do is you need to add the Abraham Lincoln to this group. So if you see, the Abraham Lincoln automatically got all the groups, all the related groups, US President group and HR employee vacation series. Okay, so if we the same employee, if we add to other groups, okay, it's like go to manage group, manage HR group, and HR Okay, let's in the group members is okay in the HR employees relations, not HR employee relations. Let's go to our group, which I call. Let's see parent group type as human resource. Let's see human. So Abraham Lincoln we have added. So if we add, okay, Abraham Lincoln automatically will get the role HR basic. Okay, so like that. So if you want to add some like if you want to add a maybe uh, maybe enter role on the role called HR manager, HR core manager. Okay, and if you open a HR parent group, okay, so parent group. So if I add a member to here, okay, let's say some Sandra Green. Okay, so if I open Sandra Green, he is having role. He is part of HR group, and he will have HR basic role. HR basic role. Okay, so all these are inherited roles, so that's the reason it comes as inherited roles. So at the same time, if you see this Abraham Lincoln, so he will have HR admin role also, HR manager role. Okay, so the reason because the HR manager and HR basic. Okay, so the reason because the child groups is a part of parent group. So he will get the child group rules as well as parent group rules. Okay, that's it. That's about groups and manager. Okay, so uh, so let's see about HR skills. Okay, let's see about HR. So. Um Now we are going to discuss about HR skills. Okay, so what is this HR skills? What are HR skills? Okay, what are skills? Like skills management, okay, allows your organization to define skills in order to record the qualification of HR staffs. Okay, when activated. Okay, for example, this skills is nothing but you have, for example, you have like normal skills or HR skills. Okay, these skills can be used, okay, in any other modules also. Like you can, for example, for the developer. Okay, so you have someone is good at catalog, someone is good at flow design, and someone integration. So you can create some skills and assign to the users. Okay, so that these skills can be used, okay, whenever the requirement comes or something. The same way, okay, you can have the skills for HRs like, um, employee relations, okay, employee relations skills, hiring skills, okay, hiring skills, payroll skills, okay, and some benefits skills language, for HR, so they can speak different language like German speaking, okay, and who can manage holidays, leaves, okay, leaves, okay. So these are many skills, okay. So you can allocate these skills to the HRs. Okay, just like roles, okay, skills can be assigned to groups or users. Okay, the recommended practice is to assign a skill to a group so that every group member automatically inherits the skills. Okay, so it is easy to assign a skill to the group and um, then group, okay, then add users to the group. So it is very easy here. Okay, skills can be defined on case and task template, so that HR cases and tasks can be auto assigned to your users and groups with the appropriate skills. Okay, for example, a HR case opened for a payroll question, okay, could automatically be assigned to a group where with the payroll skill. Okay, with the payroll skill. So that, okay, so that way you use okay, HR skills. Okay, so if you go to manage HR skills, okay, this module allows you HR managers. Okay, so let me click. Okay, so it's I think loading. Okay, so this module. Okay, so I think it is in dark mode. So let me go to default mode so that, okay, and reload it. Okay, okay, now it is clear. Okay, so the manage HR skills. Okay, like HR um, skills or okay, manage HR skill module allows HR managers and HR administrator to easily create a new HR skills. Okay, and assign HR skills to members of the HR dependent. Okay, only users with HR, okay, as their designated department on the user record will be displayed on the manage HR skill module. Okay, so there are several ways to interact, okay, with the HR skill modules. Okay, okay, for example, you want to allocate, okay, uh, Ashley Parker. Okay, so any skills like employee career. Okay, so you can assign the skills to Ashley. Okay, so you can see there is a one skill is automatically assigned. Okay, like that. Okay, so you can assign a skill to the user. Okay, or okay, so there are all users here. Okay, and if you want to create a new skill, but here there is a role called assign or remove users. Okay, so maybe if I impersonate with HR manager, okay, HR admin, okay, impersonate with HR admin. Go to, it's a best practice to to go with HR admin and okay, and create HR skills, manage HR skills. Okay, um so here you have assign or remove users. Okay, so for example, if I click on this one, okay, or if I click on this one, okay, this skill, okay, so then you can assign or remove users from this users. Okay, you can click on this one and which one you want, like this user, this user, this user, this user. There are 4 users. Okay, and just save it. Click on save. Okay, so these 4 users automatically assigned to employee relations. Okay, each user record. Okay, so and if you can see the 4 records. Okay, so let's click on all users. Okay, so now all users, we have 22 users. Okay, so each user has dropped down to display that okay, that displays a list of all skills. Okay, like this you can assign. Okay, or or you can select any skill and you can search users here or assign users. Okay, anything you can do it. Okay, Now we'll see how the child skills and group level skills. Okay, skills may be granted to a group using skills applications like if okay before that okay like if you want to create a new skill, you can create a new skill from here. Skill type and level type is like it's like category. Okay, you can group the skills by category, all the skills. Okay, you can create some skills also here. Okay, from here you can create a skills or go to skill module. Okay, all skills you can create an skills also. Okay, you can skills. Okay, so you can create a skill. So for example, if you go to HR skill. Okay, this is a parent skill. Okay, so this skill, okay, can contain the child skills also. Okay, contains the skills. Okay, child skills. These are child skills. Okay, so for example, if HR is there, then automatically they need to be part of HR career. Okay, HR employee transfer hiring. So these three skills they should be allocated easily. Okay, skills. Okay, so the skills form allows the HR admin access to the users and groups from the skills applications. Like you can add users to this. Okay, you can edit the users. Okay, whoever you want or okay, anything. Okay, so if you go to groups. Okay, like let's go and okay, so this is an HR admin. So, but if I impersonate with an administrator, okay, go to skill module, go to skills module, all skills, click on HR or anything. Okay, okay, under configure related list, you can add groups. Okay, so you can easily add the skill belongs to which group. So already there are 9 groups. Okay, so if you open this HR tier 1, okay, so it will be part of skill like HR. Okay, so HR. Okay, so there are no group members here. Okay, let's add some group members to HR tier 1. Okay, um, so if you open this user. So go to the skills module. So you see HR, hiring, employee. So now here why we assigned only HR, why we got employee transfer or hiring or employee center? Because HR skill is parent skill, okay, and is a parent skill, and this skill contains 3 skills. So once you assign the HR skill, automatically all these skills will be assigned to that user. Okay, that is the benefit of using groups, using child and parent skills. Okay, so when you are using HR cases, okay, can be automatically assigned via an HR case template. Okay, assignment and matching rules. Okay, and advanced. Okay, so there are HR cases templates. Okay, so if you HR case template, HR case. Okay, HR templates. So whenever you are going to create some HR cases, these are templates. So so if the skill is assigned from this HR template, and if a case is creating from this HR template, and this in this HR template there is a skill, then it will create with the skill. Okay, so and also you can have assignment and matching rules also. Okay, in HR, the base system uses a combination of automatic case assignment feature to assign an HR case to an agent. Okay, it attempts to assign cases to the agent with the least number of cases assigned. Okay, and has the skills required by the case and matches the location of the person. Okay, so if you go to assignment rules. Okay, so this HR assignment rules or HR management, HR matching rules. Okay, so this is routing and assignment. Okay, so here also you can create assignment rules. Okay, so this contains all, okay, all has assignment rules, okay, all these things. So if I open this, okay, the lowest order will execute first, okay, the lowest order. In this case, this will check first. If it is satisfied, okay, it will leave. Okay, if doesn't, then the 105. For example, if I open this HR total reward cases, okay, so let's click here and see. So HR case total and if any assignment if this core case total rewards record is created and assignment group is empty, then it will automatically assign to this group. Okay, so it automatically assigned to this group, and you can also have the user, okay, to whom it is, okay. But you can also define some script conditions like based on the category or assignment group or something, okay. So these things also automatically assigned, okay. But you can assign the users, okay, depends upon his work or depend upon his skill or depend upon his availability. So okay, so that you can assign from the matching rules. Matching rules. Okay, so this also, for example, you can see that HR, all these are HR, okay, total case rewards, okay, you can see the total case reward case. Here, case by skills and country. Okay, so it will assign a user. Okay, this is for assigning the users. Okay, applies whenever the table HR reward case. Okay, let's wait. Assignment group is not empty and assign to is empty. Okay, it will assign to users. Okay, so based on the it just gets the API, okay, and gets agent, okay. So agent means like whoever the agents available in the particular assignment group which are assigned, okay. So it gets the agent by country and skill order list, okay, loaded. So it will calculate automatically and assign a user to this group, to this particular case automatically. Okay, so here also you have the execution orders. Okay, so 100 to 100. The lowest execution order will execute first and the highest will execute the later. Okay, so you have multiple ways to assign, okay, assign the group to a case and assign user to the based on the skills and country and location availability. Okay, so you can do that one. Okay, so now let's see uh, uh, profiles, HR profiles. Okay, now you finish with HR skills. Now we will go with HR profiles. Okay, what is this HR profiles? Okay, so if you want to create some case, okay, um, for example, see, if you want to access ServiceNow instance, you need an active user record. Okay, active user record you need. Okay, the same way, if you want to access HR applications, okay, you need HR profile. Okay, HR profile. the same as user's account. It looks like same as user's account, but you need HR profile to create cases and to fulfill the cases, all these things. Okay, so access to the confidential information is restricted. Okay, for a normal user record, the HR cases, everything will not be seen. Only for the HR profile, it will be shown. So it's like kind of restriction. Okay, restriction not to all the users, only the um, applied. Only the users with the HR profile. Okay, it will see. Okay, so now there are ways. Okay, there are ways to connect to create HR profiles. How we are going to create HR profiles? HR profiles can be created integrating with third-party systems. Okay, third-party systems like SuccessFactors, Salesforces, or anything. Okay, so you can generate okay, you can generate profiles. Okay, you can generate HR profiles using third-party integrations, all those things. Okay, and also from if you have any Excel file, okay, you can load HR profiles, or from users table. Okay, you can create HR profile. You can create a single HR profile or multiple HR profile at a time. HR profile at a time. Okay, so that depends. Okay, that depends on what you want to how you want to create HR profiles, all these things. So we will see some of the methods. Okay, we did not connect to any third party and we don't have any Excel, so let's see how we will generate a single HR profile from user table and how we will generate a multiple HR profiles at a time from the users table. So let's see. Okay, so if you open, it's like if you go to users table. Okay, so you see here HR profiles. So here you have users and the HR profiles. Okay, so if I click on HR profiles, you don't have any HR profiles here. Okay, so now go to users records. Okay, so you want to convert Brad head into an HR profile. Okay, then this is simple. Okay, create a human resource profile. Click on create human resource profile. So it automatically creates an HR profile. So you can see here, okay. So when it created, you can set okay, some of the for example, this is married, okay, and the manager, location type. When employee start date, okay, for example, let's select today's date or upcoming date. Job start date. So all this based on what you want to update this for user single profile and save it. Okay, so if you go to HR profiles, now you have some one HR profile with a number. Okay, if you open the same HR, this user record, okay, let's go back, the user record. Okay, so now you won't be our so now you will see view human resource profile, not create human resource profile. So if you create again, then there will be some duplicate. So that's the reason it replaces with the view human resource profile. So he can view the human resource profiles, or he can create some or he can update the human profiles, or um, HR profiles can be generate HR profiles. Okay, so from this you can generate HR profiles. Okay, so how HR profiles can be generated? So now you have a total users record. Let's open the users record. Okay, users record. So now you have 632 users record. So maybe two users are, I think, already converted. So you can create all users record to profiles by clicking on profile, or if you want certain group of peoples to create. Okay, for example, let's see location. Location based users or something. Okay, so you want to convert all this location like uh, let's select this location 27. Okay, 63 profiles are there. Okay, so let's copy this one. Okay, so this 63 profiles, okay, can be converted. Okay, so you can use a filter condition here easily. Okay, you can use a filter condition easily. So you got the 63 profiles. Okay, so when creating, you can set the profile type. Okay, like full time, yes, full time HR profile, and then click on create a profile. Okay, so you can click on show profiles. So all 63 profiles are created into convert. Okay, so if you open any particular user record, so you will see this is the user record and you can see the human resource profile. Okay, and if you go to HR, this is HR profile slide. So if you can remove the filters and you see how many profiles totally created, 64. Okay, so that's in that way you can create user profiles. Okay, HR profiles. So so that's all about HR profiles, groups, skills. Okay, so these are the basic things which manage HR accesses. Okay, and then in our next sections we will see HR case management. Okay, how do we deal with the HR case management? All those stuffs we will see. Okay. Please do subscribe to get alerts for upcoming videos. Hope you will enjoy and learn service now. Thank you very much for your time.